Financial Inclusion Report by enhancing financial innovation and access, EFINA, more than 38 million bankable out of Nigerians do not have any access to financial services in Nigeria. This figure represents about 36% of the adult population in Nigeria. In that same report, access to banks is named as one of the major obstacles to having a bank account. Another challenge is the issue of documentation required. This is the story of the rice farmers in Argungu, Kebbi State, who are engaged in the Outgrow program of WACOT Rice Limited.
Sunana Abubakar Musa. So wannan taro da aka yi a nan muna so mu bayyana farin cikin mu game da wannan kamfani na WACOT. Dan Allah ya gaskiya ba mu samu haske game da wannan kamfani ba sai da shigo wannan yanki namu muka san da cewa lalle kamfanin WACOT alheri ne ga mutanen kasar nan. So WACOT ya taimaka ma manoma ta hanyoyi da dama musamman wajen noman rani da WACOT za su ba mu taki, za su ba mu maganuka, sannan kuma suna tare da ma'aikata waɗanda ke shiga cikinmu suna binciken ya yanayin noma mu ke tafiya, sannan in akwai wata matsala ko babu domin su muna bayani a kanta. WACOT za ta taimaka ta baka taki, ba za ta tambaye ka abinda ta basu ba sai ka ƙara nomanka. Idan ka ƙara nomanka sai ka zo ka kawo mata abinda ta baka. Idan ka kawo abinda ya kaya ga abinda ta baka, kuma za ta bi ka ta ce tana buƙatar abinda kake so kuma ta sayi gare ka ta baka kuɗinka.
The Outgrow program of WACOT Rice Limited provides the farmers with quality seeds, fertilizers, and other relevant agri-inputs. The program also provides training on good agricultural practices and yield enhancement techniques and assists with crop monitoring and advisory services.
Our program offers them is dedicated guaranteed funds for cultivation. So every season they know for a fact that they will get quality agri-inputs, they will get capacity building trainings, they will get on the cycle monitoring. So from when they start to cultivate up until harvest, there are dedicated extension agents, field service officers that will be on the ground to monitor progress, to ensure that everything is working fine up until harvest. And then at harvest, we also, like I said, guarantee that everything will be off-taken from this farm.
During the harvest, the paddy is purchased from farmers after deducting the cost of inputs. However, this poses a challenge as thousands of farmers want to be paid in cash as they don't have access to banks. That is the lack of financial inclusion.
The biggest challenge we face is financial inclusion. We're talking about millions of dollars here of the program, and if you've driven around, you can't really see a bank branch. So when you come to lend to the farmers, when you come to buy from the farmers, it now has become a cash transaction, and it's a lot of cash to be spent in the rural economy. And many of the farmers were worried. My bank is too far, it's an hour away, it's 45 minutes away. So if I now open a bank account and you deposit the money, I have to go 45 minutes to get my cash. The second issue is when you talk about mobile banking, I tell you that I don't have 3G signal. So how do I now go onto the app and do the transfer if my reception is erratic? Then the third challenge is many of them also don't have what we deem as formal identification documents that you require to have a national identity, which you now use to get your bank verification number and ultimately open your bank account. So some of those challenges meant in those early days of the program, it was really difficult to get the farmers to agree to participate in what we call the formal banking system of payments. But luckily this year we're working to cross that bridge by bringing banking to them as opposed to telling them to go to the bank.
Having identified the root cause, the company is taking active steps to deal with the situation. They have now launched the Kebbi Financial Inclusion Drive, KFID, in collaboration with Union Bank of Nigeria.
Nan kuma ga shiri na an buɗa ma account kyauta, BBN kyauta, wanda yake sai ya ɗauki lokaci ka tai banki a ce ka tai sai rana kaza gobe ka dawo, to wannan ya kau gashi an yi ga wuta ga masara, ka ba da account BBN lokaci daya.
To bring farmers into the financial system, Union Bank and WACOT Rice set up registration points across across 4 local governments: Argungu, Augi, Suru, and Dandi. At those registration points, officers from the respective local governments, Nigeria Identity Management Commission, NIMC, and Union Bank are present.
This is the account opening documentation center where account opening forms is completed for our customers after BVN and NIN registration for onward generation of account numbers. You can see my guys on ground completing account opening forms for the farmers. So basically what we do here is documentation and generation of account numbers for these farmers.
To make financial services accessible for the people, the KFID has employed 50 agents who will be set up to provide these services across the 4 pilot local governments. These are already known and trusted faces in their various communities. They have been trained to use the Union Direct app, where they can perform services such as cash withdrawal, fund transfer, bill payments, and airtime purchases. This would be of great value to the farmers and other members of the community.
Basically, talking about what we do with the farmer, we render some certain services like extension services and equally build the capacity of this farmer. And most recently, we run a project which is the Kebbi Financial Inclusion Drive. And the essence of this is for us to be able to improve the productivities of these farmers by improving their businesses and be able to broaden whatsoever they are doing.
The KFID is also setting up hubs in some of the local governments. Each KFID hub will house a Union Bank station to access full financial services, as well as a WACOT Agri Center where farmers can have easier access to extension support and crop protection products.
Kamfanin WACOT ta yi mana kokari ta ba mu aikin zamani bashi, kuma mun biya ta bashi. Sannan ta buɗe mana account, ta mana PBN, sannan an buɗe mana national ID card, katin yan ƙasa ke. An kawo mana POS, ta kawo mana POS. Sannan da mun ka biya ta bashi, canjin mu da za ta ba mu, ta ce mu ba ta account, ta ba mu. Ta turo mana ga account ɗinmu. POS ɗin da ta kawo mana. Ya turo mun ka kai kati, an ka ba mu canjin da kin gare mu gare ta. Sannan kasuwancin mu ya ƙara ɗaukaka game da WACOT, saboda yanzu duk abin da za mu saye kamar Sokoto ko Birnin Kebbi sai dai mu tura ga account ɗinmu, turo mana wadda ta kawo mana kayan mu.
The Governor of Kebbi State, His Excellency Governor Atiku Bagudu, expressed immense joy at the flag-off of the drive and promised to give all the support required to ensure that financial inclusion for a significant number of people is achieved.
These policies and support them. So, Kebbi, like I said, became blessed because WACOT came to Kebbi. And that was the first major announcement by a company after President Buhari took office. Investment decision. And not only that they did it in rice when the policy framework at that time only is at the promise stage, was equally commendable because this is a company that believes in Nigeria. And indeed, they demonstrated belief in Nigeria. So I personally have no hesitation to support WACOT in any way, shape, or form because they announced major investment decision and they delivered from announcement to commission. It was less than 18 months. So this is really ingenious.
His Royal Highness Alhaji Muhammad Samaila Mira, the Emir of Argungu, host community of WACOT Rice Mills, also expressed pleasure at the initiative. There is no doubt that the KFID will be a game changer in the financial inclusion discourse in Nigeria if done consistently and at scale.
This is real Nigeria and this is real inclusion. Welcome to our world.